guys, Jonah here, back with the Beer Company Tree of Doom review for what we're going to do. We're going to do day 20. I know I've done things slightly out of order, but as I think I've said before, unless I'm in a time loop, maybe it's because I was tripping balls and I had some feverish, just horribleness. That just as this cold or flu or man flu or whatever, just as I thought it was going, I got a fever and yeah, hot cold sweats, just But the fever side of it is not there anymore, which is good. But terrible throat, nose, not so great. It is what it is. But I can drink beer, which is why you guys are probably here. So let me get on with that. We'll see where we get to. So let us do, even though some of these are falling open by themselves, let's do day 20. Not 21, dude, not yet. Not yet. 20. Here we go. And what have we got? We've got Firebrand. Okay, cool. Firebrand Brewing. And this one is called Punctured Beach Ball. And it is my favourite of all time, a Session IPA, which in my opinion should not actually be a beer at all. You can see that Punctured Beach Ball Session IPA 4.5, which is perfect. Forged in Cornwall. If you look at that, it's pretty 70s wallpaper kind of design on the can. It's a weird sort of links thing. Could be paisley, could be something similar. Who knows? Let us see if we can see what that says. Can we see that? Full of tropical, refreshing flavours and a dry, crisp bitterness. This one is perfect for the sun. Nice that it's in a compared beer for Advent, which is in the middle of winter. Nicely thought out. I'm beginning to think that they do not think these things out at all, and they just buy lots of cheap shit. But we shall see. Pale, wheat malt, caramel malt, mosaic, and equinox. Okay, and it does have some wheat in it, which, in my opinion, is a good sign. And once again, these are all 330 milliliter cans, which is a real shame because there was supposed to be at least one 440, and no, none at all. So trade descriptions or anything? Whoa! So my actual pressure test has like got me some beer. That's never happened before. Right, let's try and get this into a glass. This is going to be a bubbly one. The head is not. Actually, it is getting a bit lively. I was going to say it's not too bad, but it is getting lively. Right, let me get a nice picture of this. And might as well show you the ridiculous amount of head on this beer, because these have not been carefully stored. And not by me. They've been thrown around. And they're all on their side in this tree anyway, which is crazy. Okay, so I reckon that is at least a 2 fingers head. Very lovely and clear though. You can definitely see all sorts of things through that quite nice Beer Company glass. My taste buds are kind of returning, but I'm not getting much on the nose at all. Not surprised really, because it's a Session IPA, so it's meant to be heavily hopped. But what I find with these session beers is essentially, I very much suspect that IPAs that have been backwatered to bring the ABV down, which is not what they should really be. They should be pale ale strength, so 3 and a bit, 4%, up below 5, with lots of hops. But from my last couple of tastes of Session IPA, there are very few that have hopping to IPA levels, and no one puts the IBUs on a Session IPA. I wonder why that is. Anyway, not knocking these guys, although I have heard of them before. And I do have a soft spot for Cornwall. I quite like them. Cheers and beers, guys. Let us see what we get. Ooh, okay. Maybe I should take it a little bit back. There is a bit of hot bitterness up front there, which I was surprised, pleasantly surprised. Bit of residual sweetness too, which is a good sign. Tropicalness, yes. So this seems to be quite bittered in the old school style, not in the new school style, which is really weird considering this is a session IPA. But yes, I think I have finally found a beer where they've actually put quite a lot of hops into the beer. The only thing is the tropical kind of taste. So the bitterness is there. Sorry, dear viewer, my voice has gone off up to London to get a Burton suit, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there is a bit of tropicalness there, but this one is all about the bitterness. So it's a light beer, which has got quite, I mean, it's not like superb IBUs, but it's got quite high IBUs. So by that I mean, yeah, it's got a nice kick to it, a nice bitterness. It's refreshing. And as they say, nice to be had in the sun. If you were in Cornwall and you were going surfing or something like that, you were down on the beach, this would be the kind of beer that would go very well with things like surfing and that kind of thing. Firebrand, punctured beach ball. It's a shame that the lighting in here is not too good. There we go. Because it doesn't focus very well, unfortunately. What I need, I think, is to get one of those circular lights that sits in front of the camera, sort of just out of shot about there, to beam some light into my face. Actually, now that I've poured everything in, it's gone a little bit cloudy. So, does that mean there's going to be some extra hoppage in there? I hope so. That is nice and fresh, I have to say. Really, really nice. Is it as good as, what do we have? Pump Up the Jam. So this is a difficult one to judge because the Pump Up the Jam was from one of my favourite breweries, but was a bit lacking. This one, I haven't really heard too much about this brewery, but it's actually not too bad a beer. But it's a session IPA, which is just the anathema of evil. It's just, it's so much bullshit. It really is. Be fair though, I'm going to say no winner today, because if that Tiny Rebel one had been just a tiny bit better, I would have gone that way. But I cannot go for this one purely because of the Session IPA in its name. Anyway, this has been Unclejona. Please look out for new videos. There is another video from this box, which I do need to do, and we'll catch up as soon as I can. But please click like, click subscribe, click the bell down below, tune in tomorrow for more beer reviews. And yeah, we're sowing the seeds of love through beer.